Hello everyone, this is Justin Simmons, DKC Realty Group. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Today we're talking about something that happens in every sale, comes up all the time, but a lot of people are unaware of it. They're called closing costs. So we're going to talk about what they are and why you should know about them. Okay? So simply, closing costs. When you are selling or buying a home, you have fees and expenses associated with it. Those are your costs. So they differ depending on whether you're selling, whether you're buying, and then they're also going to differ depending on the type of property that you're selling or buying, the purchase price, size of your loan. All these different factors come into play to help determine your actual closing costs. But I want to give you an overview of what you can expect. So, on the seller side, your main closing costs will be the commission that you pay to your real estate broker. Now, if you have an MLS broker and they're putting your home on the multiple listing service, just know that they have to split their commission with the buyer's broker as well. So that can be used as a marketing tool for you. So make sure to ask them how much of their commission they're splitting and advertising on the MLS to share with the prospective buyer's agent. Okay? You're also going to have transfer taxes. If you're selling in New York City, you pay transfer taxes to New York City, you know the city likes their money, and to New York State. If you're selling somewhere else in New York, you're going to have your state transfer tax, and you might have a local transfer tax as well. So just be mindful, typically sellers are paying the transfer tax at the closing. Also, you're going to have your attorney. They're reviewing and drafting up the contracts for you and going over all the legal aspects of the transaction. So generally, they're paid at the end when you close. Okay, so those are the big ones for sellers. Buyers, we got a little bit more work to get to. So let's start. As many people know, when you're buying a home, you have a down payment. Now, if you have a low down payment, maybe 3% or 3.5%, or even 0% if you're using a VA loan, you need to know you still have closing costs. Your closing costs in those instances may even exceed the amount of your down payment. So, what makes up the closing costs typically on the buyer end? Well, just like the seller, you have your own attorney, so you're going to be paying them at the closing typically. You're going to have a title search done generally, especially if you're using a mortgage. Mortgage companies want to have a title search done to make sure that there's no liens or violations or any other defects, we'll call them, against the title or ownership of the property. Want to make sure that people who are selling it to you have the right to sell it to you and there's no future issues you're going to have to deal with. Along with the title search comes title insurance. That's to make sure that you're protected in case anyone brings any claims from the past before you own the home, saying that you owe them some money because of a lien or that they have an ownership stake in the house. There's going to be a mortgage recording tax. If you're buying in New York City, it's 1.8% of the mortgage amount if it's under $500,000. If it's at or above $500,000, it's 1.925%. Now that's mortgage amount, not purchase price. So you might buy a home for $500,000, you have a 10% down payment, so your mortgage amount is really $450,000. That's what they're taxing you on. They're taxing you 1.8% in that case. Bank fees. If you are financing, you're going to have bank fees to deal with. So they're going to be typically a mortgage origination fee for originating the loan. There will be an application fee for submitting your loan application and processing it. May even be a bank attorney fee. Some of the fees that you may be charged by the bank if you're using financing in the purchase of your home. Bank also typically wants buyers to do a survey so you can know what the boundaries of your property are. What exactly do you own? So the surveyor has a cost, typically pay it at the closing. So whether you're selling or buying, you will have closing costs. It's better to be aware of them on the front end so you know how best to maneuver to purchase or sell the home that you want. Buyers, you can estimate for a house or a condo, let me be clear here, you can estimate typically around 4 to 6% in terms of your closing costs. Everything changes depending on the type of loan you're using, the purchase price, what type of property you're buying. So there's a lot of room for change. You want to speak to your lender and your attorney to see what the specifics of your situation are. All right? But hopefully this helps illuminate a little bit more about closing costs. I appreciate you joining me, of course. If you want to see some more stuff, another video popping up right there. You can subscribe to this channel. 3 educational real estate videos every week. Little subscribe button down there. And of course, you can follow me on the socials. The hashtag is jsbxhomes. Thank you very much. Look forward to talking to you soon, and I hope you have a great day.